Okay. So how many of you joining for the first time? Okay. They can write. Okay. The first time you can write F, and if it is repeat, you can write R. First. Okay. You can write yes. F for first time, R for repeat. First time, first time, first time, first time, first time. Very good. So many repeat. Very good. One repeat, two repeat, three repeat. Very good for first time. Repeat. Very good. Okay. Yes. First time. First time. Very good. So many are first timers. Okay. Okay. Some are. Oh, Jinal ma'am, how are you? Have you done your homework? Jinal ma'am, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Have you done the homework which I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, but I did not get any reward. So I think
Okay, I'll post it to you individual.
no problem, no problem. ठीक है, चलो.
Yeah.
We'll start. No problem. Those who are in first time doesn't matter. So there is no continuation link. There is only one point I am going to discuss, which I gave you last time. Whoever joined earlier, or maybe this time. Okay, I'm going to. I gave in the month of April, and 13th of April or 7th of April, first or second week. I have taken the first session. That time I have given certain stock of IT, one sector we have selected, and that I'll just put it here. I just kept it all this ready just to fill the details. So at least I can show you how we can show and what is the outcome. Okay, so I already sent one report in the month of May, 15th of May. So basically every 1 month I am just tracking it just to show. Okay, daily tracking is not required. So I'm just going to show you. Everybody can see my screen. Is screen visible?
Yes, it is.
It is very good. Thank you. Okay. Or you can write in the chat also. Okay. So it is, we'll say, I'll just put very quickly, this is 3455. I'll just put TCS 3455. Okay. Now we'll say in fee. I could have filled earlier, but I'm just filling it right now. 611631. Okay. Now, if you see, the next is Wipro. Meanwhile, I am filling, everybody can, those who are first timers, they can write their expectation from the market in terms of yearly return. Okay. And it is visible to everyone. You can write personal also, you can write group also. So we can see what exactly your expectation for the market and what exactly you're looking for. So you can write some meanwhile chat, we'll just check. Tech Mahindra 1712. Okay. Then you have Tata, let's see. Six four. I'm just writing the closing price. So anything or 9645. 9645. Then you have Comforge. Comforge. Now Coforge, what I have given that time, after that there is some change in the thing. 1831. 1832. Then you have KPIT. KPIT. Then you have Tata Tech. Tata Tech. 751. 840. 840. Correct. Okay, so there is something what I have hidden, I have hide here in between, which is for the May, right? 6 June I have given. So 6 June I am not keeping it open. It is not required because last week only I just checked. But I am giving this May. So 7th May was these are the rates of 7th April. Then on 15th May I have taken, and we are taking on 18th of June. And if you see this average, okay, the major gain we have got already on this, and some of the stock has given even better return after this return also, right? So now those who are new, I'll just give you this particular thing. We have taken one sector for the study purpose, and I have taken the 10 stocks, which are the 7th April rate, whatever, like how I put it today's rate. I have randomly put it this rate. And if you see the Hexaware technology, this is currently 839, but if you see on the top, it has gone to 890 also. Correct? So even it is reduced by 50 points, but still it has made a high, and still it is at 42% gain, right? So now the purpose of this, now let me check everybody has put anything on the chat. Okay, percentage return. Anybody written? Okay, 30 to 40%. Everybody please write what exactly you are expecting yearly returns in terms of investment. You can write any range, whichever you want. Okay, okay, okay. Minimum 20%. Take a 20 to 35%, 20 to 30% wanted to learn the trend. Yeah, that is okay. Ma'am, you want to learn the trend, that is why the classes are taken. But then we need to understand what exactly you're looking for. Well, what exactly? Learning is just learning and not implementing will not help. So you can tell me what is your expectation. Kavita ma'am. 20, 20, 30, 40, 15 to 18, 25 to 30%. Okay, 25 to 30%. So on an average, what I can see is everybody is writing 20 to 30% or 25 to 30%. So in the range of 20 to 30%, which is achievable. Okay, which is achievable provided 40 to 50%. Diya ma'am, thank you. Okay, this is we are talking about yearly return. Don't look at this return and say, okay, don't look at this return. It depends a lot of studies and all that. 100, very good, Nishant sir. 100% or 100 rupee you want? 100% return. Okay, those who are looking for a very high return, there are very high probability that they will lose money in the greed and over exposure. Okay, so there will be high chances. So more the return you expect, more probability that you will lose the money in the market. Correct? Because then you will do a lot of juggling, everyday trading, day night, 8 hours of screen share and all that. So it will, there are more possibility that you will be impatient. Okay, and then you will tend to lose because it is a gambling. If I say, if you don't study and if you do, it's a gambling. Okay, so this is coming to one of the things what I'm going to do. So what purpose of today's thing, I'm going to show you some of the technical charts. Okay, I have mentioned this in the group also, and I've written here also, right? So let me show here. Okay, yeah. So what I've listed is, I have listed some of the stock which will go through it, maybe not all, but some of them, and we'll see whether your expectation of 25 to 30% is achievable with the simple technique or no. Okay, that will work out, and then we'll see what exactly. Then I've listed some of the sectoral indices to show how the trend is, and that you can also see in the trading view. Now, 100, let me see. 100. Okay. So these are the total classes what I've written, what exactly you can do and what exactly you need to find. But apart from this, I have sent one message on the group which I'm going to show you here. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Everything is visible, right? Wherever I'm moving, you can see that, right? Hello?
Yeah, we can see, sir.
Yeah. So wherever I'm moving, you can see, right? So from WhatsApp to this thing to this thing, everything you can see, right? Okay, so I'm looking this here, what I've did, right? Now, first of all, how to find. So currently what in this today's session, I'm going to give you demo how to filter the stocks, how to find what are the technical things, what you can find with the simple logic, not very difficult to understand, what you can do it. Okay. So directly I'll go, and I hope everybody knows what is trading view. Is anybody there who don't know what is trading view? Anybody is not aware about what is trading view? Everybody is aware? You can put Y in the chat. So I'll know everybody is aware. So if you're not aware, so for those who are not aware, it's a platform where you can see the charting tool and you can see the price fluctuation in the different time intervals. Currently for today, we are going to take only daily time frames because we are not here to do a daily trading or everyday intraday. That is not the objective. Okay. Then we'll see sometime if you want to see my something very high risk portfolio, that also will be able to, I'll be able to show very briefly, not to encourage anybody to go for that, but you need to have a good study of the market to get into this level. Okay, so here there is a trading view. So this trading view gives you charting understanding. Now here you can take any of the graph. For example, we say Nifty. Let's start with the Nifty. Okay. Now, what do you think Nifty will be having? What kind of fluctuation in the market? What kind of fluctuation Nifty you can expect in the index? Index is the most stable thing, right? But what kind of fluctuation you can anticipate in the Nifty or a index, any of index, Nifty or Sensex or any FNC or whatever? What kind of fluctuation you can expect? Okay, so I'm just putting one of the indicator which says it is not coming. Okay. Okay, because this is Nifty, you cannot put it indicator on this. It will not show you this. But I'm just going to see Nifty, what exactly you can expect. Now, if you see this, the major fall or major rise in the index. Now, I hope everybody knows you can actually invest into index also by ETFs, right? So I'm just going to this is the 30 minutes time frame. So I'm going to take every time we are going to check only daily time frames. Okay. This is a daily time frame. I'm going to take this. Okay. Yeah. Can you see this daily time frame? So I marked couple of them. Okay. Let me remove this right now. Okay. Now there are certain things I already marked. Okay. Okay. Can you see this small? Okay. I'll give you this. Do you know what is this fall? Any idea what this fall is? It is 2020 Corona. Okay. From 12,000 market come to 7,500. So if you take the fall, it was very rare kind of fall where you get this much. Okay. If you go to 2008, you can see the bigger fall. Okay. Now this is around 39-40% of the fall, right, in the market. If you see in 2008, let's go in 2008. Okay, this is again fall, major fall. Okay, this was around 25%. Then you will have 20 to 23 Ukraine war wala bhi fall. You will see. We'll see if it is yeah, yeah. This is subprime crisis. Can you see this? This is a market fall. 65% market corrected in subprime crisis in 2008. In how many days? I'll just give you. It is 1 year, less than a year. Okay. And how much time it took to recover from that low? That also we'll see. Next 2 years, it has crossed the new high, right? It has made the new high. Then from there, it was around 6,900, 6,400, and today we are in last 5 years, not 5 years, even this, 8, 10, 11, 14 years, we have made 4 times the market. So from 6,400, we are on currently on 25,000. Can you see this? And see, this is after COVID. Look at this. COVID was a major jerk. Within 44 days, it has corrected almost 40%. And then within, what is the recovery? Just see this. This is to make a new high again. I'll just take a new high. It take 220 days, which is around 8 months. Correct? But the major recovery has come much before that. Okay. So if you take this as a almost recover kind of thing, so within 5 months, it has recovered completely from the low and 40% down and 30% up. Okay. Now, I'll just ask one mathematical question to you, everybody. Please tell me, if my stock falls 50% from the top, okay, can you please change the background white if possible? Yes, very much I can do it. This is very eye soothing, but then if you want, okay. Then is it good? This is correct, ma'am. Sangeeta, ma'am, is it fine? Okay, sure, good.
Yes, fine.
So very good. So if you have some stock which is down by 50%, to reach to that level, how much more it should rise?
100%.
Very good. Good. So basically, by falling because of the gravitational force, okay, you will require less effort to fall, but to go up, you will require more effort. So suppose some stock is fall from 50 to 100, to make to 50, 100 to 50, it is 50% down, but to go up to 50 to 100%, you will require 100% effort, right? So similarly, when you invest at a very high price, the return is usually very, very dim. Okay, so if you invest in a very low market, so there are multiple types of investment style. Okay, everybody, if you follow one style, usually everybody earns, but you have to follow the strike. If you, I don't know whether I told you or not, live session. Now there is a quote from Bruce Lee. You know Bruce Lee, who are Bruce Lee, right? Bruce Lee used to say, "I am not worried about who know 100 tricks of karate. Okay, but I am worried about one person who practice one trick 100 times, because he is master in that." So everywhere, what you need to do. So I'll just remove all this readings from here. Okay, I'll just remove all the drawings. Okay, clear. So you can see easily. So there is a market fall. Now, if you see what is the trend of the market, we'll see what is the maximum way I can see the track of the market. You cannot predict the high and predict the low. So what only thing is, what is required is, if you want to trade in the low market or you want to fish the bottom fishing, you can do that. When anybody is not buying, you should be greedy, and when everybody is greedy, you should be fearful, right? So that is one way of doing. Somebody work on the breakout or breakdown. Okay, I'm not going to do any breakdown because it is a shorting tool which I'm not going to discuss right now, but there is a way even the falling market people can earn, right? And I'll show some of the examples in my portfolio if you want to see. Okay, now if you see here, this market, it is 12%. So people may not be worried if market is falling, right? This is again maybe 15%. And this is, I'm talking about Nifty, which is a usually compared to stock, it is considered to be less volatile. Okay, this is again 13%. If you see here, again it is 11%. If you see, this is a smaller one, but still we'll check what is the downfall. This is 6%. Okay. Now this one. 5th June. क्या था? What was there in 5th June? Anybody idea? What was there on 5th June? Recently. बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा हिस्ट्री नहीं है. 9% market fall on a single day and recover immediately. What was there? India-Pakistan war. Remember? And this one. Okay, again 9%. Okay. This is again, we'll see 10%, 11%. If it's this small one again, given rise, again fall by 8%. This again small jerk, and this is period of what? See, what I'm checking is just in the span of only 1, 2. This is, I'm talking about 23 November. This is even if I don't consider this. Okay, so I've taken this from here. From May 24 to then, market is fallen 6 times, around 8 to 12%, 15%, right? This is another fall. I'll just consider this, if we consider this, although it is very small, 5% only. So let's not consider this. It's okay. Okay, so small falls I will not take. Okay, but if you see here, there are also small falls. If you see this, and this is okay. Anybody know what is the trend of the market? Anybody is aware what is the market trend? What market trends are? Okay, so within 1,000 point, it has remained in for around February to May. 3 months, there was no movement. But there was up, down, only 1,000 point it was going. So 5% market, it has moved up and down 4 times, 3 to 4 times. Okay. Anybody know what is the market? Now, I'll show you how the market trend works, right? And then you have to tell me, you can open the mic, that is better. If you open the mic, it is much easier for me to guide you on this. Okay. So, it is, and secondly, okay, I'll give the data. Data also it's possible. Okay, so what is this trend?
Upward.
Upward trend, right? So it is moving up. Okay, there is some movement is called as like this.
Downward.
Downward trend, right? On market will never move like this nor like this. So it will not move in a linear fashion. It will always be up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and there is something called as like this movement.
Sideways.
Sideways, very good. So all three are a type of movement where you can earn money or you can invest or you can do a trading. Okay. Usually in uptrend, what you can do is you invest and stay invested. The money will make itself, right? In the downtrend, okay, usually you should not enter provided unless and until you know it's the value by that time you should enter. Otherwise, it can go down further depending on that the fundamental works. This uptrend may any Tom, Dick and Harry will go up. आंख बंद करके किसी ने भी लिया, which is called as tip world, right? So please don't do this. At least one thing you leave from here and get to know, ये चीज पे मत बिलीव करना. मतलब there are so many calls I am getting messages. सर मैं CDS से ले लूँ, सर मैं Infosys ले लूँ, मैं TCS ले लूँ. You will never get from my side anything which is you can say buy or sell, never. Okay, and I don't recommend also. Unless you know why you are buying or why you are selling, you should not enter into the market, right? And this is kind of a market which has a volatility. And if you see this, index is the lowest volatile in all the time. Most probably 90% of the stocks are more volatile than index. But even the index in small period of time, and I'll just show you the days also. So at least you will know what kind of fall you can expect in how many days, right? Now this is say 12 bars. Okay, if you see here, yeah, I'll just make it a little wider for everybody to, okay. So this is what 48 days, 58 days, which is 2 months approximately. This is 1.5 months. This is 33 days is 1 month. This is 17 days is even 15 days, right? So 15 days, kitna, what is the 9%, 8%. Okay. Then it is 8%, 12%. So, what do you think in this particular market? If you keep on invested, you be invested, will you make money? If you just be invested, लेके भूल जाओ, maybe Nifty 20, will you make money?
Sir, it depends on the time frame.
Very good. It is not about the time frame. It depends on where you bought it. That is important, right?
Yeah, both, sir.
Correct. So time frame is not important. See here in 15 days you are getting 10% down. Okay, I'm just giving downfall because I want to show the thorny picture first and then we'll show the rosy picture, right? Because जो नीचे आता है ऊपर जाएगा ही, right? So I'm just removing. Now let's see ulta drawing, right? Let's see how many times if you have invested, maybe this is we consider the sideways trend, okay? And let's take one stock, okay? Which one you want to take? Let's check the Reliance. Okay, we'll take the Reliance. Okay. Okay. And I'll plot one of the indicator which is called as envelope. Okay. It is available more or less. Okay. I want to clarify one thing. This is my trading view free version. I don't have a paid version. Okay. I don't have a paid version for this. It is a free version. So whatever I'm doing, you also can do it, right? Only limitation is that at a time you can view only two indicators, not more than that. For example, if I'm moving this, can you see this? And if I want another one, I can show this also, right? नहीं ये भी नहीं आ रहा है इसमें वॉल्यूम की वजह से नहीं आएगा ठीक है so it is not showing but if I have to remove this I'll check but there is a volume boiler so there is two indicators only you can see you cannot see more than two indicators maximum number of studies per chart has been reached to subscription right so that is why you are giving this error right so I just remove this okay and I have another indicator this is although it's a paid one okay I'll just close this. Yeah. Okay. This is a Sigma tool, but this is a paid one, so I'm not going to keep here. It is not for everyone. So this is Knoxville. Okay. So I'm going to show you two indicators. Okay. I'm just checking whether we both can be plotted. No, I don't know why it is not giving it. Let me refresh the chart. I think you should allow. I don't know why it is not allowing me. Let's see. Indicator remove 6 indicators. No, drawings. Okay. Now there is one envelope. Okay. Now this is similar to Bollinger Band. If you know what is Bollinger Band, but if it not, there is an indicator. But this is what gave you. This indicator give you input. Okay. So I'll give you. This is what. There is a band which is the length 200. This is a setting. If you want, you can write it down. Okay. Anybody is sitting with a pen and paper, please sit with the pen and paper. If you want, I can give you 1 minute break. Okay. Anybody is sitting, please don't sit with. You make a note because this recording will not be given to everyone. Okay. So it is 200 is the length and 12 is the percentage. You can, depending on the stock, you can change, but usually I keep it 12%. 10 to 12% is a fair range where you can understand and it gives you fair good result. Okay. Especially and this particular, this thing you have to do with only and only A group stock, which is a large cap stock, right? I hope everybody know what is large cap, what is small cap and mid cap. Yes. Okay. Now categories depend on the what is the market capitalization. Okay, I'll show you some of the screeners also. Depending on that, will work out. Okay. Now, this is one Reliance I've taken, but from the screener, I'll show you once. Okay, I'll just show you screener. Okay. Now, one screener I have already shared with you, but market cap. Let me remove all this. The market cap more than 1 lakh crore. Okay. This goes in crores. Okay. So can you see these are the 10 stock which has market cap more than 1 lakh crore, right? So they're the top 10 companies, top companies of the, now I'll say 50. Okay. These are the top 100 or 90 or 80 companies, which are the market cap of 95 companies it is there, right? 95 companies which are having more than 1 lakh crore market cap. 1 lakh crore. So after 1 lakh, which is 5 zeros and plus 7 zeros. So there are 12 zeros, correct? This much rupees. So this comes in a large cap, correct? So first 100, then 250, and then so on, so on. The market cap, the large cap and mid cap is defined. But this particular thing I'm going to take for all the top 50 companies only. This indicator you should not work. You can extend to 100, there is no problem. But this indicator should be used only and only for the large cap. Any idea why I am insisting that only and only large cap this should be used? Any idea? Because in large cap, the volatility is usually not that great, which is not very fluctuating. Although they will be in the trade, they may up or down, maybe 10-15% at a go, but very rarely it happens. Otherwise, it fluctuates in a range. Now, that is why I've taken a large cap like Reliance. Okay, Reliance ka market cap kya hai? Let's see. Reliance ka, okay, Reliance ka market cap. Let's see, where is Reliance Industry. Market cap है 1 lakh, 19 lakh, 19 lakh crore. Okay. So market cap, say if I filter, you'll get this Reliance is the top, then HDFC, then TCS, then Bharti Airtel, and then ISS and State Bank, right? They're the top market cap companies. So I've taken the top one, which is Reliance. And let's see if we take the little bigger picture for this. Now if you can understand, the graph is very useful. Now you can take any candle, but I usually prefer only simple candle. Okay, there are certain things where you can have different types of candles, hollow candle, then volume chart candle, different candles. You can put whatever you like. There is something called as, somebody use Hekinashi, which gives you exactly color and everything, right? So it will give you, somebody likes this candle, but normal candle is very easy. Hello,
Everyday હું wait નહીં કરું. સવારે તો ઘંટી જ નથી.
hello.
Sorry. I'm extremely sorry.
ठीक है, okay, ठीक है, clear. So now this is not a rocket science. Even the school going kid can understand what exit. Now what are the three lines? Okay, now this is the medial line. What I am talking about is called as 200 moving average. Now what is moving average? Anybody has idea what is moving average? Is a mathematical term, but anybody having an idea of moving, or anybody don't have a moving average idea? What is the moving average? Anybody don't have an idea of moving average, they can tell me. I don't know. You can say IDK. Very good. Okay. So I'll just write. Okay. Very good. So normal averages, for example, I'll give some simple example. Just so very briefly, I'll explain you. It is 10, second is 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay. When you take a divide by 5, this is a normal average what we take, right? It is a 5-day moving average I'm taking right now. I'm taking 5-day simple average. So it will become 30, because 30 is the center number. I'm taking a simple number, so to explain. Now what will happen? When you have the 5 days moving average, I got a 6-day reading. Okay, so which is, suppose I say 45. Okay, so what will happen? This 10 will go, and this particular thing, 50 plus 50 plus 140 plus 45 will divide by 5. So it will give me next day average. Then I'll do another one, which is say 60. So again 20 will go, and this will be adding up. So when you get this kind of reading, 10, 20, 30, 40, 32, 42, 36, 28, 39, 41. So when I take this first average, this is first 5-day average. First Friday, I'm taking 5-day moving average. So this is 5-day average. Next day, when this day is closed, it will take this 5-day average. Then next day, it will take for this 5 days average. This day, it will take this 5-day average. This will take this 5 days average, and so on, right? So it will keep on changing. So 5-day average, whatever the average is, depending on this, it will keep on moving the average. So this is called as 200 moving average. This red line is 200-day moving average. So in last 200, what was the average price? That will indicate this, right? Everybody's clear? Now, usually it is assumed or it is seen, or in the data, in past so many years data, it is seen that the price usually fluctuates around the 200 moving average, right? And if you see this also, it will be very visible. There are very few cases. There will be cases, exceptions will be there, like here. If you see this, here, this area, okay? This is 200 moving average on the upper band. This is the lower band. It has gone much beyond the lower band, and after this it is recovered, it goes much beyond upper side on the 200 moving average. Now if you see this 200 moving average also risen from here, but eventually it has come down again to 200 moving average, coming back, going back, and this. So 200 moving average also increasing. There are certain stock which are much volatile. Uska 200 moving average it will be like this, right? It will keep on fluctuating like this, very high volatile, or it is called as high beta stock, which fluctuate very fast and the very high percentage, right? So you should avoid implementing or putting this kind of indicator on those kind of data, those kind of stocks, right? And it is usually not a very large cap stock. Usually it is very small cap stock. Okay. Now there are certain rules. Okay, you can write down few rules if you want. Okay. Whenever you want to invest, okay, you should always see there is at least 5 years history of the stock. Okay. At least 5 years. Okay. The market should be at least 1,000 crore plus. Okay. If you want to be very safe player, right? Okay. The fundamental should be it should be profitable company and profit ROCE. I'll just give you all this. What is ROEC, ROCE and all that. It will be minimum 15%, right? So these are the indicators what you can do. And this is all you can put in the scanner if you want. Okay. And the profit should be minimum 100 crore yearly. Okay. This is what exactly I prefer investing. There are many indicators like public holding should be not more than 15%. Okay. Promoter holding should be greater than 40%. Okay. There are many things what you can put it, but this comes into fundamental study. Okay, the profit should be growing, the company should be growing. There's a ratio, different ratios. We'll discuss that in detail, right? Now, this is what I'm going to show you. This is called as envelope. It is called as ENV. And the full name is what you call envelope. Okay, ENV. Okay, it is available. Now, how to put this? How to search the indicator, which I'll show, somebody who is very fresh, they don't know how to search the indicator. I am going to put it here. And you can write this envelope. I have put it here, right? So what I'm giving this, I told you this is paid one. So that is why this envelope is not the paid one, but I marked as a star. So it's for my favorite. This is a paid one. So you don't consider this as envelope. Okay. So this envelope you can search. Okay, you want to search for anything. Okay, simple moving average, right? So can you see this? Now there is something called as Pine script. Okay. Now there are so many people who are doing, they keep on uploading this kind of indicators as per their programming need. Okay. They do the testing and it is available for you. They publicly distribute. Now the simple moving average or simple average or simple volume or pocket pivot, and they give their name. Okay. And if you see here, who has designed it, okay, and how many people are using it, correct? So all this information you get, all these are the free indicators. You can easily use it freely, but at the time you can only apply for 2 indicators, not more than that. In the free version, and 2 is more than sufficient. If you practice it, that you are sufficient to get 25 to 30% return year on year. Am I clear? Now see how does it work. Now this is called as mean line. The red one, this I kept the line. Okay, if you want to change the parameter of this, what you can do is you can click on these lines, double click on this line, and it will open, right? So it is the input. This input I have defined for me. Okay, you can change according to, suppose there is some low volatile stock, so you can keep this as a 10 because it does not fluctuate much. Then the more lower band you give, the more chances that will hit the upper band and lower band. Okay. So that is why I kept the 12% because 12% movement is possible not in a month, but in a 2 months, 3 months down the line, it is possible easily that 10% any stock will move up or down. Clear? So that is why I kept it 12% here. Okay. And then you want to have a style, it will give you this is basic upper and lower band. Okay. This is a background, what you want, you will have. This is not required, but you should have this. You can check this and make it little thick. So it is visible. Now I can put a little thin also. I'll just give you here. Can you see this? It has become a thin line. But if you make a thick, it is very much visible. So it depends on what you want. There is a thickness available. If you want the thin one, you can do thin one. If you want thick one, you can do thick one. So whichever your choice, you can put it this way. Okay, a little thick because जैसे मैं open करता हूँ, I should be able to see very clearly how it is panning, right? And the color also, it matters a lot. What exactly color you want, you can write. It should be visible enough. And background also, like when I was skipping the black, okay, somebody says, can you make it white? So I make it white. So somebody likes black, somebody like dark background, somebody like white background. Usually white is very bright, so it affects your eyes. So hence I keep it black, but then it is okay if you individual want that way. Now if you see, we'll take it from the latest range, last 2 years, which is sufficient. Okay, let me take from 2020 July, 21 July, 22 July here, and then 25. Okay, let's take 23 July, right? Okay, 23 to 25 will take, and you can check this with any stock you want, right? Now I'll see how many times somebody was saying whether it is possible. Somebody asked 50%, 100%. I'm not aiming towards. If you have fair understanding of earning 25 to 30%, you can easily do that, right? It is not very easy, but still, if this will help you to do it, okay. Now we'll take it from 23 onwards here or 22 onwards. We'll see how many times it has given what kind of returns. And we'll do a back testing, right? Back testing for a lot of time. And we'll see how many times. So we'll say 22 onwards. This is 22 January. Okay, let's see from here. So this is ideally first entry should be on the red line, which is the median line. And this is for the ultra large cap. Ultra large cap don't have a fluctuation, but still we'll see how much money we can earn or we can make if we do a good decision. And there is, for your example, for your information, I'm saying I work with no stop loss. Okay, I work with the no stop loss. Stop loss नहीं करना, अच्छी कंपनी में डालो, अच्छे वैल्यूएशन में डालो, and wait, you will get good return. Okay, now this is where you get this 21. यहाँ से I'll start. Once, this is one time. Okay, this is 14% return. Okay, then I'll take a low one where it is hit the red line. I'll take this entry. Okay, the earliest one, and then exit where it is run. So it is not that it is touching this and you have to exit. Okay, it is almost near the line and then take almost near the top. It is not that you should only cut this line and then you should do it, because this line I can change according to the parameter what I want. So if you're satisfied 10%, you can take little early entry and you can wait for little longer. You can exit little early also, depending on what you want, right? Or if you're more convinced about the movement, or you can wait. Now this has gone up. I will not touch this if it is gone up. मेरा exit, मेरा target आ गया, मैं exit कर गया, I am happy. ठीक है? Now this is again 15-16%. Okay, let me open this little wider so you will be able to see very clearly. Okay. Next entry, what I'm doing it here, right? And I'm exiting here. Again 14%. Okay, in 25 days. Let me check. Okay, I will take entry here right now. Now this has taken bit longer time. How much time? 10% के लिए कितना दिन लगा? More than a year, right? Yes or no? It took more than a year to enter, give this kind of a return, which usually get it in 1 month or 2 months time, right? Now, what is this black line? Suppose fundamentally company is good. You can always do this. Keep this, whatever you've done, keep it here. Enter here again and exit here. So if you want, you can wait for the green line, or if you think, oh, no, this is, I am sufficient. I am getting 12% return in 2 months. I am happy. Let it be, right? Then enter again here, exit again at this point. Again, 14% in 2 months. Okay. Now it has gone up, leave it. Isko bilkul chho mat. Okay, this is almost, okay, near to the red line. If you think you want to enter, but we'll leave it. We'll not put it here. Here again, if you see this, now this has taken a very long time here. This. And up till this point. And it has not given even sufficient data. Abhi tak return nahi mila hai uska. It is 2% in 260 days. But below, if you see, there are multiple entries and exits given, right? So if you come here and exit here, this is given a 5% return. But if you keep on red line ke niche, black line ke niche, it is a very good buy for this Reliance. But Reliance was a very good buy when it was around 1200 to 1115 rupees, right? Now, those who like the stock and if they're comfortable with the fundamental, if you see whether this was a panic time for Reliance, this was a panic time, and I'll show you this time, which is April 4th, where market was down for this trade war and all that. It is given you 30% return in 70 days, which is almost 2 months, maybe 2.5 months. Whereas in 1 year, it has not given you, or even 8, 7, 9 months, it has not given you even 2% return. Am I clear what I'm trying to tell you? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, what is important? Now, can you tell me what is the takeaway for you? So, Reliance is a, fundamentally, everybody understand Reliance is a absolutely great company, yes or no? Any doubt on this?
No.
But there are places, even you buy at the 20-day, 200-day moving average, okay, still you have to wait for your price for sometime 1 year to reach to that level. Am I correct? Correct. So what is required? You should buy in a trench. You should buy in a sell in a trench. You buy in a slot. You sell in the slot. Okay. Now how much you should invest in large cap, or how much you should invest in a small cap, or how much you should invest in a mid cap? Any idea what exactly you should invest? Like suppose you want to invest 100% in this. What you should do? You should invest at least 25 scripts to 50 scripts, for 30 scripts, or at the most you can do 40, because it is practically impossible to track so many scripts, right? So because there is sector, you can keep on, or you want to keep it for a long term, you can keep it, no problem. Okay. For example, you bought Reliance, okay, at say 1200 rupees. Okay, your target was 20%. Okay, somewhere around 1400 your target is achieved, right? Currently it is 20%, your target is achieved 1440. Okay, this is your target is achieved. Right now it has gone to 1470 also, but your target is achieved. What you can do is you can sell 80% of it, book profit, rest is your, if you want to stay for a long term, you like the company, if you stay for the long term, your profit is invested but your capital is out. Am I correct? So any large cap, you should not invest more than 5%. Any small cap, you should not invest more than 3%. Any small cap, you should not invest more than 1.5 to maximum 2%. Okay. This is high beta stock usually, because small cap has low market cap and it is very easy to manipulate this kind of stocks. Large mid cap is little bit difficult, but still very big player can still move the stock exponentially. There is either side, either positive or negative side. And there is something called a large cap stock, which is very, very difficult for anybody, because it is 20 lakh crore or 12 lakh crore market cap to move. It's called as elephant. To move this kind of a stock, violently. It requires a lot of money. So it is very difficult to manipulate the large cap stock, and that is why I am recommending this kind of a thing where you should look for not quick return but sure return. Am I clear, everyone? Yes or no? You can write on chat. If you are not able to open the mic, you can write on chat. No problem. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, thank you. So, what exactly is required? So now I hope you understand now this is not the only way you should know. There is something called as raw booker. Now I am check because I put so many here. Let me put volume out. Let me check if I can put this. No, I'm not able to put this because two indicator I should be able to single moving average. Remove index mesh setup. I don't know. It should be allowing me remove drawings. Okay, so where I show you in this, I should still get 9 to 10 times the return where you can 15 to 20% where Reliance kind of stock can give you. But suppose you have a good vision and if you think, okay, there is something which I can buy at this level, maybe not exactly at the down level, but this level if you buy, and then you put it here till maybe here, it'll surely it'll go here. Maybe not immediately, but at some point in time, it will go around 1480 or 1900, or it will come down. So it will touch this green line, some or the other, right? So it is 27% kind of a return. Now, do you think K Reliance, which has a 20 lakh crore of capital market capitalization, will close anytime soon? I'm not saying it may not, but it may happen, right? Anybody fear when you invest Reliance maybe 1,000 crore? Anybody has a fear in investing 1,000 crore? Yes or no? You should fear when investing in Reliance for 1,000 crore. Yes. Anybody is saying yes, yes, yes. Okay. Why? Suppose I myself has 10,000 CR or 100 or 10,000 CR capital. Can I invest 10% of my capital into Reliance? Yes. Because Reliance profit, okay, let's check uska profit kya hai na? Let's check the Reliance ka profit kya hai. We have kept it here. So we'll see how big the company is and how profitable it is, right? Okay. It is 19.35 lakh crore. Okay. This is P. I'll come to this. ROC. This is market cap, debt to equity. Okay. Profit of 10%. And let's see the profit. Yearly profit. We'll see yearly profit. Okay. Yeah. Can you see the yearly profit? Net profit. It 81,000 crore. What is the yearly profit? So basically monthly profit is 7,000 crore. Approximately 6 to 7,000 crore is what they earn every month. And if you divide by 30 days, which is calendar days, okay, and 6,000 crore, okay. So basically they are earning 200 crore every day, including Saturday, Sundays. Clear? So is a good company, yes or no? Right? So if you put 1,000 crore for them, it is not even 1/6 of their yearly profit. Clear? Understood? It is not even 1/10 of their yearly profit. But as a risk management, you should not invest whether it's a super company or it is one of the top company in Indian stock market. But still, as a risk manager, you should not put your all money into one stock. Correct? Yeah, correct. It depends on one capacity. That depends on what you have. So that is why I give percentage a beautiful concept in mathematics, which gives you whether you want to invest 10 rupee or 10 crore or 10,000 crore. Doesn't matter, right? the percentage works beautifully with this particular thing, right? So that is why I say that any large cap should not be invested more than 5%, okay, and mid cap not more than 3%. Any small cap maximum to maximum 2%, but ideally I recommend 1.5%. Now, if you want to put this, how will you put? Either you can put all 5% at red line, or you can put 2% at the red line, 2% at the black line, and 1% below. Or you can write 1% here, 2% here, 2% here, depending on what exactly you want to do it, how you want to do it. And everywhere there is some or the other opportunities available. Okay, you can always find this in the market. That depends how you can find the opportunity. Clear which one to invest. Now this Reliance यहाँ पे है तो कोई ना कोई स्टॉक होगा इस टाइम पे जो डाउन होगा. करेक्ट. Any stock must be there. ये what is the date? Suppose if I take what is the date? July. Right. We'll take the recent one. Let's check the recent one. यहाँ पे. Okay. This is which time? Which is the lowest one? Say December 24, right? We'll take some of the stock. I don't know which one was there, but हम लोग एक मारते हैं. चलो. We'll take BEL. चलो. We'll take डिफेंस स्टॉक लेगा जो बहुत चले थे, या फिर ये लेगा भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, राइट. December 24. Let's see. December 24. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see this? It was on the top. उसके बाद गिरा था, right? But if you see this December 24, here on the green line, the December, it was the down, Reliance was down, and this was on the top, right? If you take maybe Bharti Airtel, I am not sure. Bharti Airtel. And I am taking all the top companies. Let's see. September, October, November, December. Yeah. See, December it was on the top. ये टाइम पे इसका बाई नहीं था. You got this? Everybody clear? So every time there is an oscillating market, some or the other stocks are available, or maybe we'll take power. Okay, let's take Tata Power. Tata Power. Okay, clear? Okay, yeah. So this is something in the month of July 24, December. Yeah. See December on the top. 9 December. It is still November, December. It was at this range. Okay. It is not still in buying zone when Reliance was in buying zone. And this is when it is here. Maybe somebody was at the top zone, right? Clear? So it depends what you need to buy, when you need to buy. So all the time, all stocks are not going up, all stocks are not coming down. Am I clear? Yes? Everybody clear? Okay. Now what base minimum thing, what you should see? Let me check what I have covered. Okay, indicator, we have done. This is the indicator, which is simple moving average. It is 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average. This is usually a trend, which we see. And there is something called as that case over or a golden crossover, which says when 50-day moving average crosses 200 moving average. Now I'll give you something idea just to explain you what exactly that crossover means. I have a moving average, black is like this, okay? And then you have a red line, which is your 50-day moving average, right? So it is also goes 50-day moving average. If it is going up, 50-day moving average will be always up. But then if it is coming down, that means the trend is become negative. This is called as that crossover, correct? When 50-day moving average cutting the 200 moving average, this is called as that crossover. Now people usually short at this time, okay, they sell and exit the profit or a loss or make a stop loss. But most of the time, if you go, it is very near possibly, because this is touching the 500-day moving average, 200-day moving average. This is possibility that this is the stock you should buy. If not here, and after some time, it is in the buying zone where people will say, sell karo, then it will start reversing it. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Investment strategy, we have already done this. Okay. Screener, I've showed you. If you're there is a lot of parameters you can do on the basis of ratios, financial ratios or profit or FI increase the stake or promoter selling the promoter buying the stake, a lot of things. We have done envelope, raw booker. Now, this is another indicator which I want to show you. And now this you will get whether you are in Zerodha or you are into any of those ICICI Direct or maybe IIFL or anything. This will not be available. All the indicator what I'm saying, it may be some of the standard one like RSI, Bollinger Band or Fibonacci series or simple moving average, exponential moving average. All this particular thing will be available in the Grow or Zerodha or maybe Dhan, whichever account you have or flyer, wherever you have a broker, you will have this kind of, but this indicator you will find only and only in trading indicator, trading view, nowhere else, right? Now, if I see this, I'll close this and I'll put this indicator now. Can you see this? This also works only large cap. There is some person who actually created this indicator. Ideally, if you, because I put a lot of indicators here, so I'm not able to read, but otherwise, if you put only these two, you will be able to look this and you can find out. Now, here also, if you want a darker line, I'll just put the darker line here. Okay. And this runs when you got this. ये develop तभी होता है जब ये trend खत्म होता है उसका, right? If you see on the top, most probably there is a more secure place to buy it, correct? Now, if you see this, I can't put this to somehow, but you can put yourself, though यहाँ से indicator लगा सकते हो, if you get this. So when you put both the indicators together, you get a double confirmation, right? Now here, if I close this and I'll mark this point here, and I'll mark this here. Here it was a buy, right? According to the black line, it was a buy here at this point, right? According to the envelope, it is a buy here. But if you take this closure look, okay, this is not a buy at this time. It has given a buy at this point. So this is a double confirmation. This is given a buy here, and the envelope also, it is below the black line, so it is a double confirmation. It is a very, very less chances that it will go beyond further below this. Now here, if I take this point, okay, this is a selling point here, like here, right? Suppose this is a selling point, this is a selling point, okay, or this is above point, so it is risky, right? So let's check what exactly the raw booker says. Yeah, see. Correct? So it is given up, up, up. Still it has gone up, but it has gone up. And if you see here, it has come down from that. So it indicates it's a overbought zone. Overly bought. So यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा just seller खड़े हैं and see the downfall. ये कितना down है यहाँ से? And within 2 days, what a downfall? 15% in just 6 days. Okay, look at this. Again 16% in 8 days. Okay. Look at this fall. 14% in 11 days. Can you see this? And here is not given. Now this indicator has fallen this directly at this place, right? यहाँ पे देखो कितना fall है. And unless you create this, okay, you can wait, sell here, and you can wait this indicator to form here, and you can start. Even if you say after this candle, even if you buy this candle next day, which is still okay, you get a 32% saving and you can buy, and 3 months you can relax, sell, and you can wait for this to come. Now, because it is, I have indicated, I marked this, I'll put here. Okay. Can you see this? The raw booker was giving the sell signal, and although at this place it has given a buy signal here, it is safe to buy. It is not a signal. It is basically safe to buy, right? chances of making a loss is little less. So it is given here. Okay. At this point you sold, okay, much higher than the green line. And then you waited this way, much below the black line, because Rob Hooker has not given you buy signal at this point in time. And even if you buy it here and see the rise, what you got at this point, when I say and see, it is still. Now, Rob Hooker may not have given the sale signal yet. So if you buy at this point, which is somewhere around, I'll just check what is the price. Let me put this indicator here. You will get the price. It is 337. Someone 340 will give it, right? And we'll put the Rob over here. Okay, see, it has not given a signal of sale yet. So it has touched now. But in this also, if you see this, there is something other called as Dow theory, right? Which will take it in a live class whenever I am conducting this. There are many, many indicators, many, many things. If you combine all of this, you can really do a good amount of money. So if you take this at this point in time, suppose I'm saying at this point I buy, immediately what I get? 7%. Suppose if I don't sell and if I keep hold, and this is next move, I can get it here as 15% from this. Okay. Then again, I got the another move. I got here. Again, it has got 20% return. So if I get this here and if I take this here right now, okay, it is again 14% return. If I clear, so how many days? What is the date here? This date is February 25. And what we are in? We are in currently June. So it is 4 months exactly. 4 months, you got 4 times 10, 15, 14, 15, 20% return. Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? In 4 months, because of the market nature, you got this. Only thing is, one stock has given you this return. Even if you say, even you can capture 70% of it, which is 14% or 15% and 70% of it, 15% ka 70% if you take it, which is still a 10% return, right? 10 to 11% आराम से मिल सकता है तुमको 20 to 11% return. Am I clear? Is it clear? Good. Thank you. Okay. Yes. So what we have covered? We have covered envelope. We have covered raw booker. Okay. Now let's see some of the example. Now we have almost done 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now, do you want anybody to take 1 or 5 minutes break or you want to continue? Tell me. I can take for 1 more hour. Schedule time is, yeah. Tell me, you want me to continue or you want to take a break or we'll take some more examples. What I have listed. Come on, you can write in the chat. Okay, continue. Very good. Okay, chalo. So, according to this, we'll take examples whether this works or they don't work, right? We'll take some of the examples or I give 4, 5. I have taken some of the examples so we don't waste my time, everybody's time. But you can give me your good. Can you take class on Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon? Saturday afternoon, sir, I am busy till 5 o'clock. I have my classes going on. So Saturday is not possible for me. Sorry. Okay. Saturday early morning I can take or maybe late evening I can take. Or I can take for Sunday. Saturday is difficult, right? Now, I'll show some of the stock will take some link. Okay, I'm not going to show the level. You can always check with you. If you want 1 or 2 stock, we'll check how much you are taking, what exactly you are getting it or not. And we'll focus only on the envelope right now. And raw booker, additionally, you can take it, right? Okay, sure. I'll just remove all the drawings. Okay. Let's check. Okay, I have taken some of the stocks. We'll take it and we'll see on the indices also. I have put it in indices. Indices, if you want, I can send you on the group on the this thing. Okay, let me check. Okay, Asian Paint, Reliance Industry we already taken. We'll take Asian Paint. Tata Motors, Tata Power also we have taken. Asian Paint. Very good. Can you see from here? Okay, and this is the range of 25% almost. Huh? For your information, I'll just show you one of the case and I'll show you a couple of times. So at least you know what is the range, what I'm talking about, right? This is from here. I'll take this particular thing almost nearly 15%, right? 25%. You check any lower band to upper band. Usually it is 20, 22 to 25 to 30% range. 30 is very rarely happens, but 25 definitely hota hai. See, can you see this? So 20% because it has come down, it is given 20% return. Okay. Can you see now here also, if I take here from here, it will be little more. From this lower band to this upper band will be lower because it's rising. So it is 32%. Can you see? If it is uptrend, it is 32%. If it is downtrend, it minimum 20%, right? So it is in the on an average, you will get 25% return because I have kept a percentage as 12%, right? If I put it 10%, it will be 20% or 18% or 17%, depending on what kind of stock you're selecting. Clear? So this line will show you here 14-15% return. Can you see this? This line, if I say this one, from red line to almost a green line, not directly green line, but it is still 11%, right? Am I clear, everyone? Yes. But what happens every time you invest and you become like one, two, this is also again one mind here also, right? You got here also one. Okay. So when you get, see, 15%, 17%, 23%, okay, 25%, this is 25%, 26%, this is again 10%, 11%, 20%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in the span of what? 21 to maybe 24, 3 years. You got how many times? 6 to 7 times you got this opportunity in 2 years time. Yes, because this is I think 20 December. Yeah, almost end of December, right? This is 21 December, so it is 22nd, and this is 24th September. So 22, 23, 2.5 years, right? So 2.5 years, you got around 6 to 7 opportunities, okay, of averagely 20% if you take, which is become 140%. I'm not saying CAGR. I say you invest only 10,000 every time and you book this on this average. And if you don't take, even don't take 40% or 150%, don't take, okay, take 1/3 of it. Just take 1/3 of it, which will be 50% in 2 years time, which is usually good one, or even take a half, 75%, which is good in 2 years, 2.5 years. Yes. And this is very safe stock, simple and easy to get it. Yes or no? But if you think at some point in time, what will happen? This is what you should avoid, right? At some point in time, you will become overconfident at this point. You will become overconfident because it is on the long-term support, okay? And it is given from the all-time high, it has come down to almost 27% down, right? Okay, from the top, it is given 27% down. Okay, so you become overconfident because already in last 2 years, you have kept this and see what happens next. When you become overconfident, क्या हो गया? उसके बाद भी, and you invested your 5 times, 7 times, 10 times the investment, what you are doing this, अब देखो क्या हो रहा है. It has fallen 20 more % from the bottom. From the bottom, what you say, this is a bare minimum bottom. उससे नीचे नहीं जा सकता है, राइट? इट हैज फॉलन 20% एंड अभी तक वो यहां नहीं आया है. गॉट इट? सो मे बी यू थिंक एंड जो ब्रेकआउट खेलते हैं, करेक्ट, आई एम सॉरी टू से, बट ये यहाँ पे बाई करेंगे. इंडिया की पब्लिक और यूट्यूबर्स इतना बेवकूफ कराते हो. ये ब्रेकआउट हो गया, यहाँ पे बाई करो. ये नाउ सी व्हाट दे डू इज, ये ब्रेकआउट है, यहाँ पे बाई करो, यहाँ पे बाई करो. ये दिस प्राइस, कैन यू सी हाउ फास्ट इट हैज गॉन? ओके, इट इज गॉन 35% in 2 months. That too a Asian paint kind of a stock, right? अभी तो बहुत सारे एग्जांपल है. I'll show you this. Okay, if you buy this, can you imagine what is your situation now? And many, like I have also done it. Everybody must have done it. अगर मैंने गलती से यहाँ पे लोगों के कहने ऊपर जो टिप बोलते हैं कि सर ये तो बहुत अभी जाएगा, 3,500, 7,000 जाएगा, राइट? अभी गलती से मैंने यहाँ पे बाई कर लिया. एंड लुक एट माई सिचुएशन एट दिस पॉइंट एंड एज ऑन टूडे. ठीक है, कितना टाइम हो गया? 1041 days, which is almost 3 years, and I am at a 36% loss. By holding even the good stock, okay, for 3 years, I am at 33%, 36% loss. Correct? अब बोलेगा एशियन पेंट तो इट्स अ गुड कंपनी, वेरी गुड कंपनी. लेट्स चेक द फंडामेंटल ऑफ द कंपनी. एशियन पेंट्स, एशियन पेंट्स, करेक्ट, 2 लाख करोड़ का कंपनी है. आरओसी भी 27% ईयर ऑन ईयर आपको रेवेन्यू करता है. आरओई ऑल्सो तुम्हारा 20% है. डेट ऑलमोस्ट नहीं के बराबर है. 0.2 इज डेट टू इक्विटी. इज बेसिकली व्हाट यू कैन से, व्हाटएवर इक्विटी यू हैव compared to this what loan you have. So it is just 12% of your equity size, which is absolutely anything below 30 or less than 1 is considered to be good, but lesser than it is very good. Correct? Profit variation 7%, not very difficult to vary, बहुत ज्यादा अप डाउन नहीं है. ठीक है, डिविडेंड इसको काम करने. प्रोमोटर होल्डिंग 52%, which is more than 50, which is very good. Correct? And let's see, प्रॉफिट हो रहा है. Let's see, this is quarterly profit. Let's see whether it is increasing. We'll see net profit. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. So profit is coming down, but still it is a profitable company. Quarterly profit is anytime it is not gone below 700 crore, right? That is very good management. There is no doubt about it. Okay, there is no problem with this management, right? Now yearly profit, look at this. Not gone for last how many years? This is for almost 10 years, I guess so. Let me check. Yeah, it is 2014, 12 years, right? This is 2024 is TTM is almost about to come. March aa gaya. Okay, so this is 14, 15, 16. So we have 12 years record here. And 12 years में क्या आ रहा है? Anytime it has not gone beyond 1,000. But see the fluctuation. If you plot this, you will go, it has gone up, 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 stable, little up, very good up, down 10%, again up 30%, again up. Now look at this. What is the dip in the profit? Got it? Now what has happened to sales? Can you see the sales? Sales is almost consistent, but profit has dropped. What does it mean? Sales हो रहा है, प्रॉफिट नहीं बन रहा है, प्रॉफिट कम हो रहा है. And it is not a small amount. If you take the variance, it is almost 1,800 crore over 5,600, 5,500 crore. So which is 33% profit down हुआ है. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? Anybody idea? Sales same है, almost not very different, right? सेल में अगर चलो मैं बोलता हूँ 5% का डिप है, बट प्रॉफिट 33% डिप हुआ है. ओके, रीजन मार्जिन प्रेशर. They are profitable, but more competition. Okay, sales are happening, but people are not ready to buy at a higher price. Clear? So this is why it is performing. Now it is, people have identified much earlier. So they have exited here. The big players, they have exited. See, 22 ke baad. This is the high again gone. 23. Then it is lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is how it. Now, the moment it will pick up from here, the big players will know one quarter good result and will start moving up. Clear? But at point in time, if you want to invest for a long term, it's a very good bet. Okay, this is not a tip or no recommendation from my side. But if I have to buy, I would have buy this and I hold it. Maybe the minimum, I can use it for the all-time high, but even minimum to minimum, I can use 10 to 15 to 20% return definitely in this with the 1 year horizon 100%. 6 month भी लग सकता है, 1 साल भी लग सकता है, 2 साल भी लग सकता है, we don't know. Correct? But it is, the probability of going down from here is very, very less. I am not saying it is not go. Even if I buy it this time, it can go more 20% down. There is no surety it will not go. But it is a good fundamental company. It is available at good price. Now, how do you know whether the good price, whether this is the only indicator which will give you good price? No. Okay, there is one more thing you need to check fundamentally. And this is I think I'll have to check, but yeah, this is the last thing what I'm going to tell you, which is something called as PE ratio. That is the bare minimum you should check for the PE ratio. What is called as PE ratio of the company? This is the price. And if you see, there is a P ratio here, right? Now, what is that? Price to earning. So, what is your price compared to your earning, right? So, price to your, the company's earning. So, if price is more and earning is less, this P ratio will be high. And if your price is low and earning is high, the P ratio will be down. So lower the P ratio, better it is. Higher the P ratio, riskier it is, right? Now, which you know, somebody has 10 P ratio, somebody has 8 P ratio, somebody has 50, somebody has 100, somebody has 600 also, right? So which is the mean? This is called as mean P ratio. Dotted line आपको दिख रहा है? If it is below this, it is basically safer to buy. Recommended, okay. And if you see, there's a median P, it is written here. Okay, and if you sit below here, okay, if you see the down comparison of this, right? Can you see this? Here. If you see all the competitors like Berger Paint, Kansai Nerolac, Alzey Nobel, Indigo Paints, all these are competitive or these are the same business what they are into, right? And look at this P, okay? So this is industrial P, depending on the what company is doing. So this is a good indicator. What you can see is whether the stock is cheap or it is expensive. This is not the one, but it is fairly usually you can check. At the same time, if you see some of the blue bars here, you can see this. What is blue bars behind? It shows your EPS, earning per share. What is called as earning per share. So you don't have to see whether it is earning per share is what or not. You just see whether the pillar is going up or it is coming down. Can you see this? Profitability is decreasing in last 1 year. It has decreased. It has become stable here. It was growing here. So that's why stock was moving up, right? And after in last 2 years, 1.5 years, it is declining, right? And that is why it is. Now the moment it start picking up here again, this bars, this will go up. Clear? Am I clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay. Do you want me to check any other stock? I'll take 3 stocks. Yes. You want to take? Rock is a good indicator used for the commodity for the forex as they are highly volatile. But ma'am, doesn't matter. These indicators, basically it's a graphical representation. Okay. Now this volatility, okay, will work depending on what exactly you're looking for, right? And that is, I said, this raw booker or something like this, I told you, The high volatility, you should not use it. Okay, chalo, we'll take. Okay, Oracle Finance, Karnataka Bank, and HDFC Bank. We'll take one by one. Okay, we'll take one banking. We'll take different sectors, so at least you will know what exactly sector means, right? And whether it is following this or not. And we'll take a large cap. Okay. Say Karnataka is not large cap, but I'll take since you mentioned it, right? It is not advisable to take this Karnataka Bank. Okay, I'll take this. Okay, let's see here. And I'll take simultaneously both. Karnataka Bank. It is 7,000 crore, sir. You should not use this indicator on the Karnataka Bank, right? This is ROC, this. You should avoid. Okay. Debt to equity. Acha, very good. One thing I forgot to mention. Usually financial companies will have higher debt to equity because उनका business ही lending का है, right? So when you see the banking or financial sectors, okay, you should avoid doing this, checking it, क्योंकि उसका debt to equity बड़ा ही होगा because their borrowing is there and their business is financing, right? So उनका ये होगा ही. So 7,000 crore, sir, you should not look at. किसने बताया था? Sorry, okay. Karan, okay. You should avoid, sir or ma'am, whoever it may be, sorry, but you should avoid using this. But still, if you see, I'll just check this. Okay. No, it is not a good indicator to be used on this. But still, chalo, एक indicator मिलता है, but you cannot have this. Okay. Acha, let's see whether you should invest, although it is below the black line, whether you should invest in the stock or no. Let me check. Okay, fundamental will check. Return on investment बहुत कम है. Okay, you should not enter into this. लेकिन sales growth भी कम है. Okay, let's check what are the parameters. P ratio check करो. Okay, EPS decreasing. Okay, P ratio भले ही कितना है? It is 6. P ratio 6 है, right? But it's much above the median, right? Median 5 है उसका. भले P ratio 5, किसी का 50 भी होगा और नीचे होगा, right? EPS decreasing, business is decreasing. Okay, 10 year का चेक करो. 10 year का भी P almost P normal पे है. 3 years. Okay, much higher. Okay, 1 year much higher. 6 months का काम नहीं है कुछ. Okay, so minimum we should take 3 years, 5 years and 10 years if it's available. Otherwise 1, 3 and 5 you can check, right? Look at this. Company has a low interest coverage. Okay, company has a deliver poor sales growth. Okay, company has lower return of the equity 13.8. Okay, stock is 6 point now. Why it is stock is undervalued? Can you see this? It's the book value उसका ज्यादा है, उसका discount में मिल रहा है. It is on 65%, 35% discount on the book value. Why? Because of these reasons. Company is not performing, right? Company developed good growth of 24% CAGR over the past years. Still, it is not giving this good result, right? It's not earning. So these are the pros and these are cons. You can use briefly, but majorly हम लोग देखें. उसके बाजू में देखो कितनी कितनी अच्छी अच्छी चीज अवेलेबल है, right? You can see this. What is available? HDFC Bank, ICICI. We'll see one of the bank also. जो तूने IDFC आपने बताया था. We'll see that also, right? Clear. See, this is financing. Look at this. Minus में minus में sir. It is going negative growth है. ठीक है. Negative क्यों आया है? We need to check. Financing profit other income से आया है उसका. So it is not from the main business. The income is not from the main business. Profit है. लेकिन compared to this, P is little higher, and we'll see the company का sir, जिससे बताया sir, this is a dangerous zone. Public holding is more than 65%. Now let's see. थोड़ा सा अंदर देख लेते हैं कि इसी का बड़ा होल्डिंग है. Not major. 2-3% डलने वाले भी बहुत कम है, right? I would not suggest. मतलब मैं जाऊंगा भी नहीं और मैं लूंगा भी नहीं इसको. ठीक है. हाँ, बहुत बीटन डाउन है. अगर नीचे आ रहा है अब, इट हैज गॉन अप टू मच. आप यहां से देखो इतना बढ़ गया है बिकॉज ऑफ द सेल ग्रोथ से बोला 24%. दैट इज वाई इन लास्ट 2 years कितना बढ़ गया ये. 333%, 331% in less than 2 years. 576, 573 days. Okay, almost 365, 730, 1.5 years, right? 1.5 years, it has become 3 times. 100 रुपए का 330 रुपया, more than 3 times. Why you want to enter into this? बाकी बहुत सारी चीजें पड़ी हुई लो, क्यों 7,000 करोड़ में तो ऐसे ही लोग घुमा देंगे, राइट? 7,000 करोड़ इज वेरी इजी टू मैनिपुलेट, करेक्ट? मे बी फंडामेंटल क्या है नहीं है, वी डोंट नो. ओके, लेट्स चेक IDFC बैंक. IDFC, it has given a good move because मैं पर्सनली इसको ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ. That is why I know it has given a good move in recent times. Okay, let's check the fundamentals. ID, अच्छा एक इंडिकेटर देखो, प्लीज जंप मत कर देना अंदर, रिक्वेस्ट है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग 51,000 करोड़. गुड. ओके, P34 है, ROC एकदम कम है, ये ठीक है. डेट टू इक्विटी रहेगा ज्यादा, प्रॉफिट ठीक है. ओके, लेट्स चेक द P. 5 ईयर P हाई है, ठीक है. 10 ईयर P बहुत हाई है, ठीक है. 3 ईयर्स P बहुत हाई है, 1 ईयर P भी बहुत हाई है. C20 का है, उसका P34 के नीचे आ ही नहीं रहा है. एंड लुक एट द EPS. ओके, इट वाज गोइंग अप हियर, इसी के लिए शायद उसने वो 100 का हाई बनाया था. आफ्टर दैट इट इज कमिंग डाउन, ठीक है. कंपनी इज इंटरेस्ट ऑफ रेशियो, कंपनी इज डिलीवर 20% CAGR 5 years, ठीक है. ओके, लेट्स चेक प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स. हाँ देखिए, लुक एट दिस. This is yearly profit, quarterly profit, right? 700, 700, 700, 800, 600, 700, 600. Look at this. 200, 300, 200, 300, right? Now, you have to check why it has reduced, right? Whether it was sales was reduced, sales तो ठीक हो रहा है. Sales में कोई ज़्यादा, sales तो बढ़ ही रहा है, right? But it is giving financial profit, other income, expenses, high expenses. Maybe, I don't know, interest cost is very high. Okay, so it is not changing. That is it affecting the margin, right? Next, we'll see yearly profit. We'll take the next yearly profit. Okay. 2,400, 2,000. देखो, आधा हो गया प्रॉफिट उसका. It has reduced by half. Taxation is the same thing. That is why it has gone up. Now it is why it is gone. See, from this year 22 to 24, or maybe here loss making से profit में आया. Let's see 2,000 से उसका growth क्या रहा है. Let's see from 2,000 what has given. IDFC First Bank, I'll remove the indicator as of now. इसको हटा दो, ठीक है. Although you cannot put it because ये 50,000 करोड़ की एक चल सकता है. You can put it, but then 2000 से लेकर 2020 से लेकर से it has given a good growth. Even 2022 के बाद, even this is the corona time, ये छोड़ दो, 2022 के बाद भी उसने क्या ग्रोथ दिया देखिए. This is June 2022 to 23 September. ना उसके बाद भी कंपनी ग्रो हो रही थी ना. उससी 2023 में भी अच्छा दिया था, बट इट इज गिवन अ मूव मच अहेड बिफोर द March 23. कैन यू सी दिस? नाउ दिस इज अ वेरी क्लासिक केस, वेरी नाइस. दिस इज वेयर इट इज September 23. तो September 23, इसमें मार्च कहाँ पे, यहाँ पे रिजल्ट आया होगा. सी नाउ फ्रॉम हियर इट इज स्टार्टेड मूविंग, इट इज स्टार्टेड मूविंग फ्रॉम हियर. जो उसका रिजल्ट आया ना अच्छा, right? From this, it has given a good result. So it is starting moving from here. Space. From here, maybe, yeah. मार्च यहाँ से देखो, जैसे अच्छा रिजल्ट आया, फटाक से आप मूवी दिया. And it has come 80% up from 44. This is 167 days. 167 days is 3 months. दूसरा क्वार्टर का रिजल्ट आया, तब तक वो अप मूव दे चुका था, करेक्ट. एंड people have started, जो big players है, they know it is something is cooking here. So from before it result pan out, it has already given you, taken out 112, double हो चुका था already वो. You got this point? correct? So somebody was knowing, जो big players know, they know it is going to become. Now this is what, July 22nd. July 22nd का कोई indication नहीं था ऐसा. If you see here, July 22nd, here, June, July 22nd, कोई ऐसा इंडिकेशन नहीं था कि ये बढ़ा जाएगा, राइट? देयर वाज नो रीजन इट विल गो अप लाइक दिस, राइट? हियर 22nd का, या 132 to 2004, राइट? इट स्टार्टेड मूविंग. नाउ यहाँ पे 19 आ गया. नाउ इट हैज कम डाउन. सो समबडी हैज सेंस्ड इट एंड फ्रॉम दैट इट हैज स्टार्टेड कमिंग डाउन. जब पब्लिक ने अंदर पैसा डाला होगा. नाउ सी, विल सी के पब्लिक ने कैसे, हाउ द पब्लिक इज गॉन इन, राइट? वेरी गुड. दिस इज 22nd. कितना परसेंट है? 30%, 30%, 29, 27, 26, 27, 28. हाँ, ये देखिए, लुक एट दिस. 30% से सीधा 48%, 47%, 45%. अब अटके पब्लिक यहाँ पे. गॉट दिस? So from where it was up, okay, when it is coming down, it was going up, people were out, taken out. And अभी जब वो नीचे आ रहा था, people have started earning it, right? अब यहाँ पे देखो DI का 19, 19, 19. Now they are increasing. Can you see this? This is also they are increasing here. अच्छा, कुछ नहीं हुआ है. This is a shifting of this. Promoter का shifting हुआ है. So this is actually it is down. It has not come. अच्छा, this is something will say promoter का holding zero है. ऐसा नहीं होता है, right? It doesn't happen this way. They recategorize them. That is why it is showing the promoter holding is zero, right? If you see the shift here, आप अगर इसमें DI में shift देखोगे किधर तो shift आपको दिखेगा, right? Yeah. So that is why somebody is showing, but it is not that. Sometimes it gives you wrong, false information. यहाँ पे नहीं. अगर तुम HDFC का देखो, even I check on the FDFC also once. I'll show you. HDFC is a big bank. उसमें आप चेक करो उसका promoter holding. I'll show you. It is what? Almost 15 lakh crore company, right? Just check promoter holding. Can you see this? Promoter holding zero है. Now it is there recategorized. That does not mean it is become zero, right? It is recategorized them into FI and DI. That's it, nothing else. Clear, everyone? Done? Okay. So one more stock we'll take. कौन सा था? Which was the stock? IDFC Bank, Oracle. आइडिया को सर भूल जाओ. आइडिया को क्यों जाना है पेनी स्टॉक में? Anybody is penal, ma'am? You have anything which is says के सस्ता स्टॉक अच्छा होता है? ऐसा नहीं होता है, ठीक है? You get the valuation done very nicely and you get a good stock. Okay, IRCT is a good stock. Oracle तो बहुत बढ़ चुका है अभी, बहुत खतरनाक तरीके से बढ़ा है Oracle फाइनेंशियल सर्विस. विद इन एक साल पहले तो धड़ाम से एक दिन में बढ़ा था वो. 3-4 दिन में 40% दे दिया था उसने. रिमूव ड्राइंग. ओके, लेट्स चेक Oracle. या लुक एट दिस. दिस वाज अ प्योर साइडवेज मूवमेंट. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं कर रहा था बंदा, ये नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग. इट वाज सच ए नैरो रेंज. 2000 से 5000 के बीच में घूम रहा था बिकॉज इट इज हाई ह्यूज रेंज. यहाँ पे अब देखो कितना बढ़ गया वो. फ्रॉम हियर, ये जो ब्रेकआउट वाले ना, ये इस पे राज करते हैं लोग. ब्रेकआउट वाले वर्क ऑन दिस. 150% रिटर्न इन 1 ईयर, राइट? सो 5000 का स्टॉक हो गया 13,000 का, राइट? अब सोचो आप खरीदोगे इसको यहाँ पे. नाउ लेट्स सी कि इतना बढ़ने का कारण क्या है. लेट्स पुट दिस इंडिकेटर वंस. देखो साहब भाग गया है. अब कब से ऊपर, ये पॉइंट से ऊपर चला गया, उसके बाद ब्रेकआउट वाले खरीद लिए उसको, ठीक है, चलने दो उसको. बट नाउ इट इज गिवन, सी कितना फॉल आया है आफ्टर दिस. सपोज somebody is bought and the euphoria and see what is the fall it is given. 45% fall in just 107 days, less than 4 months. आप सोचो, आप अपना वेट करोगे जब तक आप लोगे, ऑलमोस्ट 50% फॉल है. नाउ टू गो बैक टू दैट लेवल 13,000, it has to climb 80%, 85%, then we'll reach there, right? So sir, आप डिसाइड करो कि आपको लेना है नहीं लेना है. ठीक है. And see, we'll take a fundamental also. We'll check here. Oracle Financial Services. ROC अच्छा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. डेट बिल्कुल नहीं है, डेट फ्री कंपनी है, वेरी नाइस. ठीक है. लेट्स चेक द पी. देखिए सर, लुक एट द पी. एवरेज पी है इसका अराउंड 18, और ये पी चल रहा है उसका 35 पे. करेक्ट. नाउ दिस इज द हाई पीक. दिस इज व्हाट डे 45 पी, विच इज द टाइम अप्रैल टू 24. दिस इज विल टेक 3 years पी, 5 years पी में विल टेक दिस पी. ये कौन सा डेट है? 13 September, राइट? एंड विल टेक दिस ऑल्सो 10 year पी. 13 September was the highest P, right? Let's check 13 September का रेट क्या था. 13 September ये वाला. दिस इज पिक टाइम. या 12,500 600, राइट? उसके बाद भी ऊपर गया वो, दैट इज ओके. लेकिन कितना गया? 1,000 रुपया, 800 रुपया, दैट्स इट, डन. नॉट इवन 400-500 रुपीज, राइट? एंड धड़ाम से गिरा 50%, 49-45%, राइट? नाउ स्टिल it is at a higher P. If you see this, still it is a higher P. This is worry. I'm not saying it is bad. High P is not bad, but it is generated a revenue also, right? That is why it has gone too high here, right? After that, revenue has become down, or it has become little stable, not that growth. That is why the price has fallen, and the P also fallen, right? The price fallen along with this, because the price has fallen much severely compared to the profit. That is why P has drawn down, right? Clear? Next one. Let's check LIC. Okay, we'll take 2-3 BSC LIC, वेदांता, डेक्सॉन. डेक्सॉन भी बहुत भागा है. देखो ये होता है ना, देखो कोई बिटन डाउन स्टॉक को नहीं पूछता है, सब जो भागे उसी को पूछ रहा है. ठीक है. वेदांता वॉज वेरी गुड स्टॉक बिफोर सम टाइम. मैं आपको वेदांता का भी ये दिखाता हूँ. इट्स अ वेरी गुड कंपनी, वेरी गुड डिविडेंड पेइंग, हाईएस्ट डिविडेंड पेइंग कंपनी है. बट से IRCTC बिफोर द स्प्लिट इट हैज गिवन अ वेरी गुड दिस थिंग. ओके, 60,000 करोड़, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ROC, मोनोपोली कंपनी है, वेरी गुड कंपनी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. डेट फ्री कंपनी है, गवर्नमेंट का प्रमोशन प्रमोशन होल्डिंग काफी होगा इसमें. आई जस्ट चेक. ग्रोथ अच्छा है, पी काफी अच्छा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. डिविडेंड ऑलमोस्ट फ्री, ये सारी चीजें बहुत अच्छी है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट विल सी ईयरली, प्रॉफिट है, ऑल टाइम हाई है, कोई इशू नहीं है. ठीक है. टोटल लायबिलिटीज ये वो सब ठीक है, कोई इशू नहीं है. प्रमोटर होल्डिंग 62% कांस्टेंट है, वेरी गुड. फंडामेंटली बहुत अच्छी कंपनी है. लेट्स सी कि उसको यहाँ पे कैसे करेंगे. वो तो मतलब फंडामेंटल तो ऐसे भी देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी IRCTC में ना. इतनी अच्छी फंडामेंटल कंपनी फिर भी मैंने प्लॉट करके रखा था. 42% फिर भी टॉप से गिरा है, राइट? ऑल टाइम हाई से फिर भी वो 42% गिरा था. नाउ दिस वाज अ गुड टाइम टू बाय. नाउ आई विल शो यू समथिंग. लेट मी शो इफ आई कैन शो. हाँ, राइट. दिस इज माई पोर्टफोलियो, राइट? अभी मैं यहाँ पे दिखाता हूँ. आई जस्ट पुट द ऑर्डर्स एंड आई जस्ट से GTD. ओके, आई विल पुट दिस. सर्च है कि हाँ, IRCTC. आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग IRCTC. यार आना चाहिए. IRCTC में डाला तो था मैंने. I don't know why that not searching it. IRCTC क्या रेट में हमने डाला है? 650 में आएगा तो मैं लूंगा, नहीं आएगा तो नहीं लूंगा। क्लियर? और मैंने कब का डाला हुआ है? 1 अप्रैल को डाला हुआ है, व्हेन मार्केट वाज ट्रम्बलिंग, राइट? नाउ आई विल रिवाइज आफ्टर 3 मंथ्स। मेरे को लगा कि नहीं 650 मिल जाएगा, 700 में लेने जैसा है, आई विल पुट इट 700 एंड पुट इट, राइट? क्लियर? सो दिस रिक्वायर रिव्यू। अच्छा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कंपनी में, ठीक है, बट इट इज गॉन अप। यहाँ पे जो अच्छा टाइम था उसको बाय करने का वो निकल गया अभी, राइट? नाउ वेट फॉर दिस कम टू हियर और मे बी मार्केट टू improve. This is, you'll get good time again to this 700 levels. I'm not sure, but you can buy two for this target of this. But you may require little bit to hold. It depends on what you want to do. So यहाँ पे अगर 5-10% का और फॉल आ सकता है और नहीं भी आ सकता तो आप पार्ट क्वांटिटी अभी बाय कर सकते हो, विच यू कैन डू. इट इज P1 जोन, ओके, एंड देन यू कैन हैव अ P2 जोन आफ्टर ब्लैक वन. तो सेकंड जोन में आप बाय कर सकते हो. That depends on what exactly your investment horizon is. Vedanta. We'll take one last one. Vedanta. Okay. I am purposely not taking Dixon and all that because it has already gone up. If you want to say very briefly, I'll take. I told you Vedanta was a very good buy at this point in time. Here. See. Or even when it has come here, it has come much below the black line. It was a very good time to buy. अब वो काफी ऊपर जा चुका है, अभी जा सकता है ऊपर और. ओके, इट कैन गो टू 500, but it is very high risk and low return. Okay, clear है? So it's a good company, no doubt. Fundamental अच्छा है. We'll check fundamental quickly. Very highest dividend paying company. अभी उसका डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर होता है 1 लाख, ऑलमोस्ट लार्ज कैप है, 2.25 करोड़ की कंपनी है. ROC बहुत अच्छा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. डेट टू इक्विटी बहुत ज्यादा है, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. 1.82, मतलब उसकी जितनी इक्विटी है, कंपनी बिक भी गई तब भी उसके पास 80% डेट बाकी रहेगा, राइट? प्रमोटर होल्डिंग अच्छा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ठीक है. एक नेगेटिव पॉइंट है, बट दैट इज, यू हैव टू लिव विद दिस रिस्क, ठीक है. उसके सामने क्या है? ओके, ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट विल टेक ईयरली प्रॉफिट्स ओनली, ठीक है. नेगेटिव था, इट हैज बिकम, नाउ इट हैज गिवन अ, सो इट इज परफेक्टली फाइन. काफी अच्छा ग्रोथ दिया है, दैट्स व्हाई कंपनी हैज मूव्ड आल्सो इन लास्ट 1 ईयर, राइट? 7,000, 7,500, 20,000, 3 टाइम्स हो गया प्रॉफिट ऑलमोस्ट. सो बट इट्स अ फ्लक्चुएटिंग, ऊपर नीचे होता रहेगा, कमोडिटी में है. ओके, अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग आई वांटेड टू शो यू हियर. इफ यू वांट टू नो अबाउट द कंपनी, देयर इज समथिंग रिटन हियर, राइट? दिस इज Vedanta is diversifies resource group and engage into exploring the promoted miners and oil and gas. तो ये कमोडिटी है, इतना जल्दी बढ़ेगा नहीं होगा, राइट? इज अ मेटल स्टॉक है, इट इज कंट्रोल बाय द गवर्नमेंट. तो बहुत ज्यादा फ्लक्चुएट होता है, कंपनी पॉलिसी, गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी से बहुत ज्यादा डिपेंडेंट भी है ये, राइट? करेक्ट. सो ये आपको कंपनी के बारे में यहाँ पे चाहिए तो यू कैन रीड इट हियर, व्हाट कंपनी इज डूइंग, हाउ ओल्ड द कंपनी, उसका फाउंडेशन कब हुआ था, वो सारी चीज जब डिटेल में जाओगे यू विल एबल टू फाइंड इट. क्लियर? ठीक है. एंड डिक्सॉन, चलो डिक्सॉन आपको सबको, डिक्सॉन, ओके. डिक्सॉन इनकॉर्पोरेट 1993. ओके, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग EMS कंपनी विद इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट्स एंड वर्चुअल ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. इसमें आया. ROI बहुत अच्छा है, P बहुत हाई है, राइट? डेट टू इक्विटी ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बुक वैल्यू 500 है. हाई टाइम प्राइस टू बुक क्या है? 28 टाइम्स, बहुत हाई है, राइट? लेट्स चेक. 3 इयर्स बहुत गड़बड़ है, राइट? आपका ये 50 डे मूविंग है, 200 मूविंग एवरेज आपको दिख रहा है, राइट? सो इट इज कंस्टेंटली ऑन द टॉप, बहुत ऊपर गया है. इट इज गॉन फ्रॉम 4,000 ऑलमोस्ट 3,000 टू इट इज रीच टू 18,000. 6 टाइम्स हो गया सर. कितने टाइम में? ये स्टूडेंट 23 से 25 में, ओके, इन 2 इयर्स इट हैज बिकम 6 टाइम्स. हाई पी, हाई वैल्यूएशंस, बहुत रिस्की है. इधर से जाएगा और आई एम सेइंग, आई मे नॉट से कि ये नहीं जाएगा, ठीक है. आई कैनॉट प्रेडिक्ट कि इट विल नॉट गो अप. ओके अभी क्या राइज है, मे बी इट मे गो टू 24,000 25,000 ऑल्सो, लेकिन डाउन आने का चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा है, राइट? और इट विल बी स्टेबिलाईज, यू विल नॉट गेट द रिटर्न, यू मे नॉट गेट द रिटर्न, सो इट इज अ हाई रिस्क, आई मे नॉट एंटर। बहुत सारे पड़े हैं ना सस्ते में, बहुत सारी अच्छी अच्छी कंपनी पड़ी है, उसको खरीदो यार, मे बी इट विल टेक लिटिल मोर टाइम, व्हाई वांट टू रिस्क योर मनी? यस, जीआरसी सर मेरे पास अभी बेचा था मैंने, आई हैड जीआरसी, आई हैव टेकन इट वेरी, आई विल शो यू, मैंने प्रॉफिट अच्छा खासा बना के मैंने बेच दिया, बट इट इज अगेन वेरी वॉलेटाइल, फटक से 50% बढ़ा है, एंड सी दिस इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपनिंग, राइट? नेट प्रॉफिट अच्छा खासा चल रहा है, बहुत अच्छा है, बढ़ रहा है, लेकिन 3 times 4 times हो गया, एंड सी द प्रॉफिट हैज बिकम व्हाट, 400 to 1200, प्रॉफिट हैज बिकम 3 times, एंड स्टॉक प्राइस हैज बिकम व्हाट, 6 times, you understand what is the rationale, right? ओके जीआरसी, देखो आपका ना स्टॉक, जी GRSC, आई बॉट इट वेरी, मतलब मैं अभी इफ आई लॉग इन टू पोर्टफोलियो आई शो यू जीआरसी मैंने कब लिया था, राइट? लेट मी ट्राई इफ आई कैन, शेर खान, लेट मी लॉग इन, दिस इज माय माउस पोर्टफोलियो, ओके, लेट मी चेक इफ आई कैन शो यू मैंने जीआरसी कब लिया था। Just give me a minute. Okay, now see, ये मार्केट में अभी ये, okay, let me see directly take you to the capital gains. Okay, this is, I'll take 23 24 होगा GSRC, I don't know. GSRC, हाँ GSRC, see I've taken in 602 and sold rate at 732, 80, 80, 80, अच्छा खासा प्रॉफिट आया था. After this also, this is in 23 24, right? Then I say 24 25, we'll say take 23 23 25. अच्छा 24 25 में सबने लॉस किया था, इसमें भी फिर मेरे 2 लाख प्रॉफिट है, ठीक है, एंड आई बुक्ड सम ऑफ द लॉसेस बिकॉज टैक्स भरना ना पड़ा है, राइट? एंड आई टेकन इन सम अदर पोर्टफोलियो, GSRC, FGH, नहीं इसमें नहीं बेचा, आई रिसेंटली आई सोल्ड, जो बाकी का बचा था आई आई टेकन, इट वाज माय फ्री होल्डिंग, लॉन्ग टर्म में होगा, अच्छा हाँ 24 25 में शायद लॉन्ग टर्म में होगा वो GSRC, आई एम सो सॉरी, GSRC नहीं है, आई हैव नॉट सोल्ड इट, आई केप्ट इट फॉर द लॉन्ग टर्म, GSRC या 602 में, and I built it at 2,600. How many times? I made it 4.5 times of the investment. Okay, मेरा investment कितना था? Although I kept it only free shares with me, so it is 600 into the मेरा 12,000 का मेरा investment था. I've taken out much higher profit than what I invested, and I have made 42,000 profit in it. Almost 4 times, 3.5 times. Correct? So अब आप बोलो मैं GSRC में घुसूंगा अभी, बीच में ऑप्शन था बहुत ज्यादा, लेकिन इट वाज फॉलिंग डाउन, आई नो, बट आई डिड नॉट इन्वेस्ट. इनफैक्ट मैं तो बहुत जल्दी निकल गया इसमें, आई सोल्ड इट इन 2600, लेकिन वो 3000 के ऊपर गया था, एंड वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड, मैंने सेल डेट क्या है मेरा देखो आप, 20 to 5, ओके, दिस इज रिसेंटली, मतलब नॉट इवन अ मंथ, एंड लेट्स सी द चार्ट फॉर GSRC. हम्म, क्या है, गार्डन रिसर्च, GRSC, GRSC, लुक एट दिस रॉकेट, सीधा ऊपर चला है, right? Look at this. Now it has come down, and this is very highly volatile stock. Okay, and we see the fundamental also. 60% has come down from the top, and again it has gone from here. It has gone up from here. I'll just take a little up and see what level it has gone. 3,500. For 1,500 to 3,500, double in how many days? 3 months. अब आप बोलो इसको लोगे अभी सर आप? Anybody who has asked for GSRC, आप लोगे अभी? After looking at this, at least birth and beyond. Who are you, sir? Birth and beyond. बहुत धार्मिक नाम है सर आपका, ठीक है? So you take a call. Even if you learn in this session कि ये लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए, simple logic से. So at this point in time, it is very, very, very high risk. You may get फटाफट 15, 20, 30% बहुत जल्दी मिल जाएगा. आज खरीदा, कल 15% ऊपर, कल खरीदा 15% ऊपर, लेकिन वो कब नीचे गिरेगा, we don't know, right? If you see the similar smaller fall, see यहाँ पे किसी ने तो बाय किया होगा ना? Somebody must have bought it here, right? 20% fall in 14 days, 2 weeks. 20%, 18% down. करो, कर लो, आप करना है. वाई टू टेक अ रिस्क? ठीक है, जब बहुत सारी चीजें पड़ी है, एशियन पेंट लेके बैठ जाओ, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? बट जहां पे ग्रिड आई, दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू, जिससे 100% बोला था या 80% बोला था, दिस इज काइंड ऑफ पीपल विल मेक लॉसेस एंड दे विल मेक इट, राइट? गिव इट लिस्ट. किसका लिस्ट है सर? बहुत सारी लिस्ट है. ओके, चलो, कमिंग बैक टू दिस. नाउ एवरीबडी, कैन एवरीबडी कीप द वीडियो ऑन? Okay, I'm stopping the recording for the moment. Okay, I'm going to announce something which is only exclusively for this particular batch only. Okay. 1 minute. I'm stopping the recording now.